Hi cake friends, I'm back. I know I've been MIA for a few months, but I have a really good reason why, and I'll show you right now. All right guys, we got a new little friend in the family. This is Luna. Yes, we named her after Luna Lovegood because you all know how I love Harry Potter. So yes, this is why I've been MIA for the past few months, because I've been taking care of this lovely little lady. Say hi, Luna. To celebrate me being back here at Shalee's Bakes Cakes and to celebrate this super cute little lady joining our family, I'm gonna make a puppy cake today and we're gonna make it look just like her. All right, Luna, let's make your cake, shall we? Should we make it? In order to make this puppy cake, I baked 2 6-inch cakes and 2 4-inch cakes. To get started, I just made some black buttercream. And you guys, the black buttercream that I just made, I didn't put any black food coloring. I'll have a tutorial coming up about how I made this black buttercream without using any food coloring. I just got a big cake round so that we can put the puppy on it and I have room to work around her. It's kind of weird because I'm not using my cake tools for this and I'm not using my turntable, which is super crazy for me. But I wanted to make this puppy cake kind of easy without cake tools so you guys can make it at home if you love puppies as much as me. So what I'm gonna do is place my 2 6-inch cakes right on top of each other right here on this round. So we're gonna place one here, put some buttercream underneath so that it sticks to our cake round, and then I'm gonna put some buttercream in the middle and we're gonna stack it right there. You can see that I turn the cakes around. I usually frost them upside down so the flat side is there, but we want it to be rounder, so I'm doing the round side up this time. Okay, now we're gonna place our 4-inch cake right in front of our 6-inch, and then you can see I kind of cut off the top there so it's not rounded because I'm gonna use a little bit more of my other 4-inch cake. Not all of it, but then I'm gonna set it right on top. So it's kind of a pretty good balance between the 6-inch and the 4-inch, and that can be your little head and all that. To make this puppy look like a puppy, we obviously need some ears, we need a snout, we need some feet and a tail. So I just made them all out of fondant. You guys can do it with Rice Krispie treats also, if you don't want to do fondant. If you're gonna use fondant, I would suggest doing it a few days early. You'll see today that I only did it while I was filming, so it's kind of not as hard as I would like it to be. So if you're using fondant, do it a few days early. To start out making the puppy's ears, I just used an Easter egg cookie cutter, and make sure it's thicker fondant. Don't roll it out super flat. You want it to be pretty thick because it's, you know, her ears, we want them to stand up. So I just cut out these 2 little ears, and then you can see I'm just making the point myself and then kind of indenting it so it kind of looks like ears. Then I just place 2 skewers right in the fondant and I'm gonna set them over to dry out. Next, we're gonna make her paws. And you can do them kind of however you want. Don't really stress about what shape they are because you're gonna cover them. You won't really be able to see them. So now I just kind of shaped it into a little foot, you guys. Like I said, do it however is easiest for you. So we make 4 little paws. Then we're gonna make a snout. And I really just kind of shaped it the best I could to look like a puppy snout. Then I'll make a little black triangle for her nose. Now I'm just gonna form what looks like a tail because my little puppy, her tail goes up over her back. So we're gonna form this one to kind of go up and around. I'll form it around the skewer and then just kind of set it to dry. Then I will make some eyes for her to put on right at the very end. All it'll be is just some black fondant with a little bit of white. Now that we have our cakes stacked on our board, we are going to just kind of do a crumb coat over them. And we're just gonna frost all over it. Like I said, I'm not really using cake tools. We're just gonna use my flat spatula and we're just gonna crumb coat the whole thing. Once we're done crumb coating, we are gonna add the puppy's little snout on. So I'm just gonna put it right in the front here, just like I said, wherever you think is best. Then we're gonna add the feet. I'll set 1, 2, 3, 4 little feet on. Add the little black nose. And then we'll add the 2 ears. And then we're gonna put the tail. I'm just gonna stick it right in the back here so it's kind of leaning over, you guys can see. That's kind of how my little mini Aussiedoodle's tail looks. So we're gonna do it just like that. Okay, now that we have our puppy kind of together, it looks a little crazy, I know. It's time to start piping to, you know, give it some fur. I used tip 233 and it's just a grass tip. You guys can kind of see there's holes in it. My tip for you, this does take a while. My arm, yeah, it kind of hurts at the end, but it's worth it. It's so worth it. I usually fill up 2 piping bags. I put one in the fridge and I have one out because your hand, when you're piping that much, it's going to soften up your buttercream. Use stiffer buttercream for this because you want it to kind of look like fur and it will just kind of be a melty mess. if you don't kind of get it firmer to begin with. However, once you start piping and you feel like it's getting more, you know, messy and it's not really showing up like fur, throw it in the fridge and get your other one out. And then you have a nice, cool buttercream to start frosting again. And we're gonna just start piping this black buttercream. As I'm covering this puppy, you can see that I'm going to cover the fondant ears with the same black buttercream, as well as the tail and the feet. The feet are actually gonna be white buttercream because my little puppy has the white feet, but we are covering the fondant with the buttercream the exact same way that we're covering the cake. Just go up the ears nice and slow. The angles of the puppy are a little bit hard to get in, but just kind of go for it, guys. Like I said, there's no right or wrong way to make this puppy a puppy. It's taking a while, I know. Still going. We have a cute buttercream covered puppy. Now I need to get her paws. So I just have some white buttercream. We're gonna do the same thing, guys, and we're just gonna pipe across her feet. She does have a little white on her tail, so we're just gonna do a little bit of white right on the end of her tail. And look at this puppy. Okay, we need to add the eyes. We're gonna stick them right here above the snout. And yes, I'm adding a little butterfly because she's the girl puppy, so we're making her girly. What do you guys think? Does it look like Luna? Thanks so much for meeting my sweet little Luna today and making a fun little puppy cake. It's really a simple cake. Like I showed you, I didn't use a lot of cake tools and we just got it done. The hardest part was definitely piping all of that buttercream with the grass tip. That was the hardest part. My hand's a little bit sore, but it was worth it because it turned out pretty darn cute. You can also do all different colors, whatever color your puppy is. You can just make it your own. Thanks so much for watching here at Shalee's Bakes Cake. I'm excited to be back and bake for you guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see. I've got lots of ideas because I'm back and I'm excited to be here. See you guys. Have a great day.